Okay, let's move that mic up a little bit. That probably help a little bit there. There we go. Looking good. Welcome to the Trash Cats Trashcast. I'm Richard.
I'm Steven.
And today we're just session. Chilling in the session booth.
Oh, yeah.
That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Do you want to do it again?
No, let's keep it. Fuck it. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. What is that from?
That's fucking Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, shit, yeah. where he's like yelling at the staff.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I quote that shit all the time.
Oh, it's so funny. How was your week, man?
Good. I just saw you a couple days ago. Yeah, man. That was cool shit. That was I came down to visit Cincinnati to see the family, and it's like I'm never gonna come down there and not see, stop in at least for a day or so, but we had the pleasure to you orchestrated the surprising of our good friends David and Taylor.
Yeah, dude, that was so cool. I felt like a genius masterminding it. No, it worked out so smooth. Everybody happened to be in town at the same time. How long had it been since you had seen David?
At least 7 years. I hadn't
wow.
seen him since before I moved up to Michigan. And that was in 2015, maybe 2016.
Yeah, and I hadn't talked to Taylor since high school. Dude, it was really cool when you guys saw each other. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was, I wasn't sure.
Up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how he was going to react to that. It was one of those, because we had talked a little bit, I texted him, so I wasn't sure if he was expecting it a little bit or.
I wasn't sure either. I thought we were good, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it turned out well. So I love that. I just kind of came out of the darkness. He's like, no. That's exactly the reaction I wanted.
Yeah, so if either of you guys happen to hear this, it's awesome seeing you guys.
Fuck yeah.
Anything else this week? Just chill?
No, just chill, getting back to work, I always enjoy the drive up and down to, Cincinnati there. It's always nice, especially during this time of the year when the you can see as you get further south, the leaves are changing a little bit quicker down in Cincinnati than they are up here. Dude,
the leaves come down are really nice right now. This is perfect fall weather.
Yeah, it's nice shit.
Well, dude, I had I can't remember how much I told you. I finally got to the fucking dentist, right?
Oh yeah.
So my entire life, I've had this old man as my family dentist, right? It's 65, 70 something. He was very nice, but he's
always been 65.
Always. And he would spend 30 fucking minutes slowly grinding cavities on me, right? He would do them so slow. But I thought that was normal to spend 30 minutes of drill time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I finally had this long-awaited dentist appointment that I had been dreading. I had a decade of damage that I had to get started to get worked on. And my initial evaluation, they said I needed 17 cavities filled.
Oh, Jesus.
And 7 crowns. So I had the first appointment, and it actually went super fucking good. This dude, I guess he owns the practice, and he did all of the drilling in under 2 minutes. It felt like he was reckless. It felt like he did not, my teeth were just rocks that he was giving
fuck it, none of this matters.
100%. He just knocked it the fuck out and filled 4 cavities in 20 minutes. It was crazy. It felt like they were doing a life-saving surgery. It was high intensity.
It's a fucking routine shit for him. It's
he had me and 2 other patients because he's the only dentist there. So there was 6 dentist apprentices or whatever the fuck they're called, and he would just go between 3 different stations doing all of the work.
I have a quick question, and you can bleep this out.
Sure.
Is it Dr. Smith?
I have no idea. The dude was
okay.
From Africa accent.
Oh, okay. Not the same guy at all.
Yeah, he was outstanding. I told him, like, because I got 14 or 13 more to go. I was like, he has to do the rest of them because he was so fucking good. But man, it's a lot of work. But dude, my teeth, he didn't even call me a drug addict. You know how nice that is to go to a dentist and they don't say you're a drug addict?
They don't call you out on it.
So refreshing.
Which, if you are, you know it.
Yeah. Like, I don't need you to tell me. But
it's like, oh shit, I never even thought of that. Fuck.
Like, he doubled the density.
Is that what this is?
He doubled the density of my teeth. I got twice the chomping power right now. In one visit, I got twice the chomp. I can go straight through kernels, jawbreakers, whatever I want now. I'm back in the game.
He left the dentist's office and immediately bought a bag of jawbreakers.
I feel good, man. It's
go back in next week. He's like, "You're gonna have to fix those. I fucked these up."
Yeah, man. Overall, awesome. It was awesome seeing everybody. Dentist went well, but I've had a lame week, so overall it's been a bit grueling. So I'm glad we're just chilling. We're gonna do big brain smart stuff next time, but we are gonna play a little chess right now to see what the fuck happens.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking down.
Okay, I haven't played chess in a while, but we talked about it last week, and in preparation, I did wear my butt plug. It's not hooked up.
Oh man, I'm at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm cheating.
Mine's not charged all the way yet. Fuck. I thought this was the practice round.
I take chess very seriously.
If you're not playing with a butt plug, you're just not playing.
Any excuse to wear a butt plug, right? I'm super into chess lately. All right, so what are we doing?
This sport fucking rules. I didn't know chess was kinky as fuck. Let's go.
Should I challenge you?
Challenge me.
The gloves
challenge
are coming
me, coward.
Rematch requested.
Rematch accepted.
We're on chess.com trying to get my ELO rating up from pretty smart to super smart. You're starting with the horse?
I'm starting with my knight to c3, motherfucker.
That's reckless. Why would you do that?
It's the way I go.
Okay, so
come at me.
All right, if we're doing it, I feel like we can call it the moves, but also whoever's move it isn't, the onus to carry the conversation falls upon. So
I'm down with that. Down with that.
All right.
That's super bad for me because I'm not really good, I think, at carrying conversation, as proof provided by my my one-man podcast when you left that one time.
It's ridiculous.
You had to keep taking out the cat.
All right, so I moved my pawn. I got a pawn on B6ers.
Right.
I sent my peasants into the field to kill your knight.
That's all right. Well, my pawn is moving to B4, so that's all on you.
Do you work with a set opening?
No, I do not play shit about chess.
I've been watching a lot lately, but I don't.
I did play against my cousin the other day, or no, my nephew the other day. My nephew is he's part of the chess team at school.
Mm.
He is only 12 years old, but I did beat him, and it did make me feel a little bit good.
Do you play aggressive? Like, does your chess style reflect your personality?
No. So I do play aggressively, but I don't feel
You're
like
reserved. Yeah.
So I used to play pretty non-aggressively when I was young, and my dad would always beat me because of that. Or at least I always blamed it on that. So now I go hard in the fucking paint.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the inverse. I tend to play. I like to set traps like I'm a little spider.
Mm-hmm.
I think I play more conservatively than I typically am.
Regular fucking Spider-Man over here.
Boo. Another pawn coming at you.
Okay, you can fucking bring the noise.
Dude, what? I think Blink is this weekend. The light show thing.
Blink?
Yeah, you haven't been in town, I guess. It's the 3D light show projection thing downtown.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that before.
Yeah, they do all the motion graphics on the murals and stuff. They do some cool stuff. You don't get to see, like, in normal life, you don't get to see, like, that extensive digital art projection shit, any other time. So, there's some cool stuff. All right, so you're just riding a horse at me. I don't understand why you would do this. I thought we were friends, and you're attacking me with horses.
Well, the horse is feeling aggressive.
Dude,
I'm not a horse trainer.
Horses are
bullshit.
What a stupid fucking animal. I hate horses. Never trust a horse.
They're beautiful. They're majestic.
They're not.
They're
actually ugly. They're like a man grew really big and their legs and arms kept growing and their neck got so long they couldn't keep it up anymore. And then they grew their hair out really long and then they're basically a horse. That's what a horse is. A stupid long neck man. They eat all your grain and poop everywhere. I never understood horses. You try to ride them, but they destroy your genitals. Like, what? It's terrible. So I took my bishop, and
Yes, I saw your bishop coming to block my path, or coming to not even block my path, just intimidate me.
My priest.
My horse will not be intimidated.
My priest man was going to cut the legs right off your horse.
Yeah, a typical priest.
Could you fight a horse?
Not effectively.
I know.
Are we talking about hand to hand combat? Or are we talking about
hand to hoof, baby?
hand to hoof, baby. Yeah. I think it would go south pretty quick. I think I might get a couple good land a good couple punches on the horse, on the that big ass fucking face of it, that long. Why the long face? But I feel like it would not end in my favor.
I know somebody that got kicked by one. Did permanent brain damage.
It's fucking brutal.
All right, my bishop's coming at you.
Okay, you can come on at me, bro.
I'm trying. I don't know why you did that. I thought we were friends.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think I know what I'm doing. That should be a clear difference from sometimes I know what I'm doing. 'Cause that is also true. But the other half of the time I just think I do. And that's gotten me pretty far in life, I will say that. Just having the appearance of he might know what's up.
See, I'll say this, like there's a few realms of my life, like art and I'd say art, drugs, and like street savviness.
Mm-hmm.
I feel supremely confident. Like I feel in my element. In everything else in life, I just feel like I have no idea what I'm doing ever.
I mean, that's everybody. You have a couple things that like, okay, I have a ton of experience in this.
Yeah.
And everything else you fake it till you make it. And that's most people, including, like what they have to do for like their jobs and work and shit.
Yeah. I used to feel it so much more socially, but that's kind of chilled out.
Ooh, that was super dumb.
You've fallen right into my trap.
You never could have predicted I'd do something that fucking dumb.
Oh, the fly came right to the spider's web. I shall take that rook.
No, god damn it.
That was funny. That was one of those ones in real life you might not have let go of the piece. You might have salvaged that.
It's good shit. Good fun, clean family fun shit.
It's all fun and games. It is kind of a bummer, like to flip the board in anger. I would just have to toss my laptop, and that's fuck fuck this game.
Fuck this game. Fuck this podcast.
It's over.
We almost make it to 100 episodes and quit because
99
because of
was
a bad
enough.
chess game. Yeah. A friendship over. Okay, well,
are there any other
pawns?
Do you have any other specific games you feel super dialed in?
Games in particular, Mastermind.
Yeah.
Mastermind is my number one. I have an app that's one of the only games I have on my phone for that reason. I'll fuck around with that.
I think it's a really fun game, but it feels kind of cheap if you have a algorithm that you can't lose.
Well, that's the thing is when you have an algorithm that you can't lose, you make the game harder. You add more, add more spaces, add more, make it so you double up the letters or double up the colors and whatnot. Give yourself the ability to play with blank spaces. That makes it fucking impossible.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually like, Keith took it to the next level, but I'm really proud of Palaces and Pandas because
yeah,
I feel like whether anyone liked how we played it or not, I feel like Dungeons & Dragons, like role-playing shit can be really cool, but I also think it's so lame to need like books and resources and a bunch of other shit. I love the idea that two people can just figure out an interactive fiction or story, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and it still be cool. Like, yeah,
fucking theater of the mind shit.
Yeah, like I always wanted to do that shit more as a kid. Like I solely lived in my imagination, and I feel like adults that do that kind of stuff now, it's because you wanted to do it when you were younger, and there like wasn't the means or opportunity or whatever.
Right,
That's a part of it, not all of it.
I just realized the timer for the hour is actually we each have an hour.
Yeah, I figure I don't think we're going to, like, if we were really fucking around, we could use up an hour, but I feel like, we're not going to take that long.
We'll clean this up before then.
Yeah.
Now, borderline professionals.
Basically, I feel like I could take Hans on right now, or Magnus. Take them both.
Same time.
Yeah.
Let them communicate with each other and play as one.
Now I feel
clear this whole mess up.
I feel like you're trying to pin me down, and my bishop does not like being pinned. I like to be free as a bird when I play chess.
Well, you do that with your bishop.
I think bishop's probably my favorite piece because you're so versatile without having the bounty on your head that a queen has, you know?
Mm-hmm. The only problem with the bishop is that, you lose one and an entire half of the board is off limits.
Yeah, that's true. Now, just making sure the king on this is the cross, right? On its head. The crown.
Yes, because queen always gets her color.
Yeah.
Of course it's the cross, because the king is closest to God.
I know. Gee. I've been thinking more. We talked about the queen's death. It's your move, right?
Yeah.
We had talked about the queen. Dude, fuck them. They really should die. or be dethroned. Like, why do we tolerate kings and queens in any country today?
Well, that's the thing is we don't, and that's what the whole, revolution was about.
Man. Wouldn't it be great to have be a warlord going nation to nation, dethroning kings?
I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Okay, well, let's reevaluate here.
You're all jumbled up over there.
Well, yeah, nothing's really a good space.
It looks like you took your half of the board. It was like a nice new chessboard. It looks like a grenade hit just your side.
Do right here. I'm happy with that. Yeah, the whole, I don't know, I think the draw of chess has always been something I've always thought was super cool. Growing up, like I said, I was not good at it when I was young at all. To the extent that I lost interest in it pretty quickly.
Now, is it just me, or do you feel smarter just for playing it? Like, I feel like my IQ's up 10 points easy.
I feel
double the chomps, 10 plus
I feel
IQ.
pretty smart, but if I was you, I wouldn't feel extremely smart right now. Because I did just take your queen. And I'm willing to trade a bishop for a queen.
I actually don't understand how that happened, but...
You moved it forward and my bishop was waiting for the attack.
Did I know that was there? Why couldn't I... I don't know if my brain just thought that was a pawn, because I'm actually confused.
It does kind of look like a pawn. I will give you that.
I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention.
I assume.
Oh, man, that's actually how the turntables have... Okay.
All right. So here's where
work for
it does start to get a little more interesting.
Some horse-on-horse violence.
Some horse-on-horse violence is pretty good.
Dude, we shouldn't bother racing horses. We should make them wrestle.
Just make them fight each other like dogs.
It would be way more fun.
They're definitely not like predatory animals by any means.
They're just so stupid looking. They're stupid little saddles.
I mean, we put them on them.
Their little metal shoes.
Them with their oats.
Stupid little food barley. Bags. Dude, I feel like I'm about to lose right here because of that one fucking move. God damn it.
I mean, that and I just took your rook. That's fine. I'll take that. I took your queen and your...
Ugh, that hurt, man.
Yeah, I bet that did.
The king didn't even get to say goodbye to her.
Yeah, that's all right. She stepped out the front door and got creamed by a bishop.
She had to go get cigarettes and a street preacher just fucking mowed her over with his car. Jesus. God damn.
Oh, fuck, that was stupid. Oh, well, I guess I got security there. It's not...
Security!
You're not going to lose your your bishop for a pawn. I mean, you might. I don't know you like that. Yeah, let's say in the draw of chess, I've always liked it representing so much of, I don't know, it's like a intellectual war battle. It just felt like something that you want to be good at. Like, if you're not good at, then why bother?
There is something like, I think if I'm playing seriously and I lose at chess, I think I really do get angry. Like, not at my opponent at all, but like I'm definitely not the toughest or smartest. But if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. And I feel like whatever type of battle it is, like, I feel like I will eat someone like a dog. Like, I will, even if I lose the fight, I will be the person that keeps fucking showing back up. Like, I feel aggressive in that way. So when I lose a game of wits, I get a little butthurt for a little while.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gotta take the plugs out for a day.
That's not...
I feel like that move kind of put me back in, because it was gonna get rough real quick there if I didn't stop that fucking horse.
There we go. Yeah, that fucking horse is all up in your kingdom running wild, causing mayhem up in your kingdom.
Now, what's the deal with pawns in this? You reach the back line, you get a piece, right?
That is correct.
I wonder how you castle in this. I assume if you just hold the piece over, it'll pop and lock.
Pop, lock, and drop it. Mm-hmm.
You working on any art?
Super no. I have been considering, I've been thinking about this project for a friend of mine that has a business, and she bought me paint markers so I could make signage for her products, and I've just been super neglectful on that. And I told her, like, I got, the Cincinnati trip coming up, and then work for the rest of the week, and then, I'll have time next week, and then now next week is actually filled up pretty quick. I have the Sunday available, and then I work Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Honestly, so I got a little bit of time in between there, but...
Yeah. Honestly, to me, those type of projects, like, I can't get excited about them. I have, like, 1 or 2 commission offers, and I just... I told the dude I'm going to try my best, but I just feel like it's not going to happen because I just can't get excited to do other people's stuff.
Yeah. For me, this is, it's font stuff, and it's, it's new media for me, so it's kind of experimental. I'm getting a lot better with paint markers, I think, just like understanding them, and like these new, I forget what the fuck they're called, like Posco or something, the Uniball ones. Mm-hmm. Nicest fucking paint markers I've ever used. Those ones are a lot more fun to play with than the weird deco color ones I'm used to when I was young. But that's a funner job for me. I know what you mean by like commissions in general, whatever, but I also know that I can get kind of creative with, what I'm doing here, and they've always liked what I've done.
Mm-hmm. Should I press you?
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel like I feel like I am missing one piece in the right spot to do it right, but I don't know if being aggressive will put you on the back foot or if I'm just going to get slayed on my way through the door.
I mean, try me.
Dude, I love when criminals set traps in their house. Like, booby trap shock. That's just so cool, man. One of my buddies, he lived right near your family's in on the west side, right? And dude kept breaking into his car like every weekend, right? Mm-hmm. So one night he pulled his car into, it was like his friend's garage, and he welded razor blades onto all the door handles. And then
That's brutal.
Yeah, the next day when the dude normally would like break into his car, there was just blood all over the side of his door.
Damn.
I fucking love that. He's the same guy that would rip the pockets off people. I was like, why would you even rob his car? It's like the last motherfucker I would want to get caught robbing their car.
Seriously.
Like if you're vicious enough to melt razor metal to your car handles. I don't want to rob your car.
Nah, dog. Yeah, it's the wrong wrong person to be playing with.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying. I mean, the easy answer would just be put some jelly on it. You ever touch a surface? Yeah, you touch a surface and there's like some jam on there, some grape jam on there, and you're like, fuck, like that ruins your whole day.
I feel like if I'm cracked out trying to get some drug money and I come across a sticky car handle, I'm like, yeah, I don't need drugs anymore. That handle was very sticky.
Yeah. Yep. That cured me of my addiction.
I think I got to get right with God after that sticky car handle.
I gotta check my walk with Christ.
Jesus. Man, there's so many. It's so funny when people in the forced AA meetings that I have to go to, they would go to like 2 meetings and then find God, and then be like, "All right, you just started." Like I'll set my watch to it. You started the countdown to your relapse. You have anywhere between 48 hours to 2 weeks before you're high again. And don't believe in God.
That's so sad, Salty.
So funny though.
I drove my uncle up from Cincinnati. He came up here with me, and during the drive, he asked me at one point. I forget how it came up, but he mentioned something about God. It was one of the the billboards on the side of the road. He was looking at, and he was.
Oh, you got accosted you were in a confined space. You're in a car with your uncle.
Right? Yeah. He but he said something about like, "Are you Catholic?" And I chuckled a bit because I was like, I've never been asked. I've been asked a lot of questions. That's not one of them. And I said, no, I don't. I just said I don't really subscribe to any of those.
I'm not big on God's Twitch channel these days. I'm not
subscribed.
or subscribed.
I made the mistake, actually, the last time I was in a car and someone talked to me about that was the guy that we bought our current house from. And he was taking me over to, he owns another property, and he's taking me to go get a new washer dryer set.
Yeah.
He's like, he had it at his other property. He doesn't need it anymore. He was taking the ones that were in our basement. And it's like, all right, cool. That's an even trade. So I'm not trying to fuck this guy over. He'd given us a better washer and dryer than the ones that are in there. Save us some having to buy new ones.
Yeah, you're not trying to be a dick to somebody who just did you a favor, but it's also like a bit out of line.
Just talking about something about the big guy upstairs, or something.
Big guy upstairs loves washing machines.
He fucking loves these. He fucking loves these sumbitches, man. He gives them to me left and right. That's why I got so many of them. Anyways, he said that, and it was just an awkward pause, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. Me and him ain't really seen eye to eye lately. We ain't seen eye to eye in a long time, and we just left it at that. And it was like,
that makes it sound like you're like a lifelong churchgoer who's having a bad month.
Yeah, exactly. I realized I fucked up. Like, I stepped in it, and it could have gotten a lot worse.
Oh, that's funny though.
And just say I could have just said nothing. I should have just said nothing.
It's so I was actually accosted this week too about that.
Yeah?
I hadn't had it. I was at a funeral. I won't say who, but I was at a funeral, and and it's a person like I respect, but and I want to stay on good terms with. But they went up to me after this funeral, and they're like, hey, you're from a Catholic family, right? And I know they're not Catholic, but they're Christian. And I was like, yeah, I am. And, so I'm pressing your king, and you're out of check. I forgot to even call it check.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't tell me I was in check.
It said Uno, and we ignored it. So he said, you're from a Catholic family, right? And I said, yeah. And he said, hey, don't forget your roots. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, it's important to know where you came from. And I was like, that's cool.
From like the hospital over there, and
I forget what he said after that, but it was something like one of those like heavily encouraged to like find faith again. And it sucks when it's someone you want to stay on good terms with, not good terms with, but don't want to create turmoil. And
you're not trying to cause drama and shit.
Yeah, and it's not because I'm afraid of the drama, but it's not my place to like start anything either. So it's like, all right, man, just
at a funeral of all places.
Exactly. But it is so awkward. It's gotten to the point though with the family stuff that certain people have decided not to pray around me, which I find very refreshing.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Yeah,
that's not really a thing in my family, anyways. Like when I go to like Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, we'll get that, but like otherwise, it's not a thing I ever have to.
Yeah, that's the standard time. So what are you grateful for? Fuck all, nothing.
I'm grateful I'm done cooking all this food. I'd like to eat it.
Dude, I'm probably the most ungrateful motherfucker I've ever met. I don't feel grateful for anything. Like I do for like, I'll feel grateful for a 20 bag for as long as it takes me to store. I'll feel grateful for money till I spend it. Like I don't know. Life is suffering. I can't be that grateful when you still have to live.
That's so
be
sad.
Grateful for a bullet to the head.
You know what I'm saying, kids? As you turn to all your relatives at the Thanksgiving table.
Would have been more grateful if you gave me more.
I think I don't know. I think you're selling yourself short. I think you're.
I'm just bitter.
Yeah, that's about it.
But I mean, I appreciate when other people like do something nice. I appreciate that.
As I say, you appreciate thoughtful acts.
Yeah,
that's Steven's love language.
Yeah, I appreciate the person, but it's kind of hard to appreciate what they did for me. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate more that they did something more than what they typically did. You know?
Yeah, same. I feel that. I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that you like, regardless of what it is, you know, like that's how I usually end up seeing gifts. Unless it's like a very specific thing that like they knew I wanted, and like that goes a long way too. But like the act of like, you know, gifts at all is like you thought of a thing that I might like, or you saw a thing and you thought of me, and like that's the thing that sticks out. Like the thing itself is cool, but the thought that you put behind it is what I consider to be important.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're out of check. I'm pressing you a bit. You're pushing back. Now we got a fight in the backfield between our peasants, stupid little pawns. This is getting complicated because we're in two different arenas of warfare.
It is a little bit complicated. But
because I'm setting all these traps like a little spider. Dude.
Good news is...
Okay, Sarah, I'm going to bitch about my girlfriend.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, she's actually a psycho sometimes. I know you know this because of conversations we've had. She's a little bit psycho, right? So...
I know things.
Yeah.
Not a lot of things.
You know a little bit. She won't kill spiders. I appreciate that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's all well and dandy. But if we have a 6-inch centipede crawling behind our bed and into the pillows, I'm going to kill it.
You're right.
She has no incentive to do so. Does not bother her in the least. All right? That's odd. It's a little strange.
That's odd.
Now, to add on to that, we get stink bugs at our house. I don't know if people are familiar with stink bugs. I don't know where they're local to. I think
at least
everywhere.
At least the East Coast ish.
Aren't they from Japan originally?
I don't know that. I don't know.
I think they're an Asian beetle. I may be mistaken. But I'll tell you this: I've never been stunk by a stink bug. Not once.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
They love me. We go way back. So I love stink bugs because they have the ability to harm me. But my entire life, they never once have. So even if they spook me, like you don't see one and it flies at you, they're so gentle. They're like little gentle giants that could smell but don't. You know,
they're nasty moths.
But I love them. They're probably one of my favorite bugs. Okay, Sarah hates them. No reason. She just does not like them. So yesterday, there was one in the bedroom, and my cat was attacking it. So I protect the stink bug, right? I got it away from the cat. I'm like, stop it. You're going to get your paws stinky. You're going to kill this nice little beetle friend.
Get your paws stinky.
Get your stinky fucking paws off my bugs, right? And I save them. And I normally just like put them where I'm hanging out and it'll just like chill with me. Well, Apparently an hour later, Sarah got annoyed with this bug. She walked over. I was working on art, so I didn't notice. She scooped him up and then flushed it down the toilet.
Okay.
That's it. Why did she do that? I was so angry at her. I saved this bug. She won't kill spiders and centipedes in our bed, but she'll kill my stink bug for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's absurd.
I love that this started with, my girlfriend's psychotic.
Actually unhinged. That's crazy as fuck.
I'm over here bonding with stink bugs. And
yeah, she's killing my beetles.
She's out of her goddamn mind.
Why would you flush a nice, friendly beetle? Why?
I'm of the thought process that, especially if my cat gets a hold of it, it's free game. She can have it.
Yeah, I agree. But it was safe already.
Especially in the whole thing with like spiders. Typically, I won't smash in my own home.
Depends on how pretty it is.
Yeah.
That's the real answer.
Or how big it is. There are things with like, if they're big, nasty looking son of bitches, it's like, oh, he's real cool. I'm gonna let him hang out. And then I think like, oh,
he might.
But what about the time when I wake up and he's not there? Or I wake up and he's in my bed or something. Like, I'm good with that.
And I have big pussy welts all down my arm.
Yeah, he can die now. Well, at least, there's no, apparently the recluses aren't really a thing up here.
Mm.
I thought they were everywhere, but they're not. And we don't have widows either, so.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
I used to sleep in a spider couch.
Yeah, you had a spider couch too?
It was I would wake up with so many spider bites. It was so bad.
We had a whole couch we dubbed spider couch over at David's house, and I forget if it was one or many spiders, but
they gotcha.
That was just the spider couch.
It sucks because like they're always the basement couch. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you just throw out the whole couch because of a spider?
Of course it's got spiders in it. It's in the basement.
Couch, yeah.
Let's go here. I don't know. If it's a bug in general in my house, it's more about the whim of the day. If it's like, maybe I'll spare you this time. Maybe I'll open the window and throw you out or something. But there's probably a good 50-50 chance that I just feel murderous that day and I'll take out my aggression. Occasionally, I feel bad afterward.
I also feel I almost always feel bad after, but I also get a little thrill,
Yeah.
Feels good to do evil.
Like you did something you're not supposed to or something.
Yeah, to smear one of God's creatures. Ugh.
Yeah. You just created a paste with it.
Yeah. Feels good to see another living being's blood now and again. But my girlfriend is psychotic.
Yeah, but my girlfriend's the psycho one.
See, I can get away with saying this because she does not listen to the podcast. So.
Why would she? She lives with you.
She's sick of me.
Hell, I barely listen to the podcast.
I know. All right, what am I doing? Your horses. Okay, your horses are top priority. We need to kill your horses.
I only have one.
And it must die.
And it must die. I always feel bad about killing animals. I gotta kill that damn horse.
That fucking horse. I really don't like horses.
Now, do you legitimately not like horses? Are you being obstinate for the sake of being obstinate for the podcast?
I do enjoy being obstinate, but I truly do not like horses. They're like monkeys. They're untrustworthy. They can spook and kick you so easily. Like
now, how much do you know? Like how much time do you spend around horses, or have you spent around horses?
I'd say life total. I got a day of my life on horses.
A full 24 hours on horse?
Maybe not, but I would say over 12. I got
over 12 hours with horses.
At least. Didn't enjoy a second of it.
That's probably, yeah, I'd probably about the same for me.
I frowned the entire time. I've never learned anything with a smile on my face.
Feeding it apples and the carrots and looking at its gigantic fucking teeth. Yeah. And they do the thing and they fucking spit all over you.
Dude, their teeth are just like a nightmare.
Like big blocks of wood. Like George Washington.
I know. Dude, those wigs were so fucking stupid.
The big fucking powder wigs.
What a stupid time. Dude, world history. What a dumb thing to learn. Such a stupid fucking world. Like, knowing your own, like, life history is trash enough to have to study. Ugh.
You know what's fun about world history, though? Is going back and each person you look at, you think, oh, I'm smarter than them.
Yeah.
I know way more things than they know.
They don't even know how to use chess.com.
Yeah, they never even heard of the internet. And think of how much. Think of like the food that you can eat on a regular basis, that you do eat on a regular basis. Like an airhead would have killed George Washington.
All of his teeth would be
they'd be ball of just airhead and teeth.
Just crunching teeth. Oh, that's funny.
A fucking flavor blasted Dorito would have
have a heart attack.
Yeah, probably killed somebody in the medieval days.
Getting Baja blasted.
Yeah. Their fucking head would explode.
All right, what time would you go back to? Base question.
That's a fun. If I only get one chance to go back. And do I get to, here's the real question. Do I get to come back to the present afterward?
Either way.
If I get to come back to the present afterward, I want to go back to the medieval days and give someone a smartphone and then come back. Just give it to them. Like find happens. Out who their name is, somebody of a little bit of status.
Do they have a charger?
Just to show them how it works. I mean, they're not going to get reception, but even with a smartphone, you can like do cool shit like it's a screen. So I figure we'll show it to them just long enough until the battery gets like a little bit low. Then they'll take it to someone else and they'll show it to them. And then they'll go to the king or whoever. And by the time they get there, the battery will be dead. And it'll be a legend of some kind of witchcraft that they get hung for.
So your whole goal is to go back to the past and get someone murdered for being a wizard?
Well, that's the thing is like, I want to go back and have that experience of like, I want to see the reaction. But the problem is if you stick around, then you get in trouble because you're the one that brought it. Now you're the wizard.
What if they're not impressed at all because like it just looks
because they're used to real. They're used to real magic.
Yeah. They're like, dude, I just fought a dragon last week. Like, I don't give a fuck about your phone.
Yeah. It's not fighting dragons and chimeras and shit.
Can you imagine seeing a Komodo dragon?
Oh, you're in check, by the way.
Oh, shit. Before you knew what it was?
Oh, God, no.
That would be terrifying.
That was one of the animals I remember seeing at my youngest, though. When my dad worked at the zoo, we would go in there and he would always show us the Komodo dragons because they're cool as fuck.
They're one of my favorites.
Super badass.
I love how much bacteria they have in their mouth.
Yeah. And what is it they eat they eat their entire body weight or they eat twice their body weight or something. And then like they don't eat for like a week or something or they don't eat for a couple weeks. I forget if that's them or it might be somebody else.
Oh, you bastard. I wasn't thinking.
I thought you might like that. I just took Steven's other rook.
I wasn't paying attention. God damn. Dude, I had the move, too. I, stopped paying attention for 2 turns. God damn.
You still got 2 knights and 2 bishops.
Actually fucked me over. Fuck. That was really bad.
I'd like to remind you that this was your idea.
Wish I could have told myself to stop.
You go back in time. That's what you would do. You go back in time.
I would use my one turning back of the clock to go back 1 turn of chess so I could destroy
you. Not before you lost your queen. Just
1 turn because I don't have the foresight to go back farther.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now I'm going to play in fuck it mode. All right, we're going to go full tilt. Okay, I'm going to go full Argo strength.
All right, let's go.
Run the base.
I'm absolutely ready for it.
All your base belong to us.
That was funny as fuck hearing Sarah play World of Warcraft.
Dude, every night.
Screaming at the screen.
She screams on that computer every night. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty fucking good.
She has so much fun. It's like I mean, it's often very annoying, but she's like a child in the sense like she has more fun than any adult I've ever met, like playing a game. It's like often annoying, and then when I'm in a good mood, it's like the cutest thing ever.
Yeah,
it's like holy fuck, she's actually like not hating life right now. It's pretty cool.
Oh, good for her. She doesn't hate life. It must be nice.
Must be nice. All right. What am I doing, dude? That one move fucked me.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you'll just have that sometimes.
I think I was really 2 moves away from a checkmate.
I don't know about that.
I had all the strings of my web were laid out.
Mm-hmm. And then my fucking horse came over and
your
took
horse
his
kicked
shit on
him in the head.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good shit. I'm doing a bad job of holding up my end of the conversation holding. Actually, I was thinking earlier this week about different, like, I don't know, important conversation starter shit. I'm looking at finishing up my Hinge and Bumble profiles and all that, and actually starting the due process.
You've put it off for some time.
So yeah, sometime is a nice way of saying it.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, so I started like last year. No, it was earlier this year in like the spring, and it was like, oh, you need 5 different pictures of yourself, and it was like, oh, I don't have that. Like I do, but they're old as fuck pictures. So I took some pictures, and then it was like, oh, summer's about to start. Yeah. I'm not gonna have time to.
No, it's just so cringy and awkward to have to take photos of yourself.
I absolutely don't take selfies. I don't even like trying to take pictures with like friends and stuff. I've had to force myself to take a picture when we were all together.
Yeah.
Because I would have kicked the shit out of myself later on if I hadn't done it.
I'm all for internet dating stuff. I have never done it. I don't. It just seems like I feel like if for 2 days you talk to a couple chicks, you'd have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
you could pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Pull a rabbit out of a hat. You get a strong relationship.
I feel like it though. Like I don't know. I just have. I feel like I would feel awkward using apps, but I think it's great. It's an awesome tool to exist too.
I mean, to be fair, that's typically how relationships have kind of manifest for me. It's just meet somebody and talk, and then it just happens. And I've never really done online dating before, and it sounds like it sucks, and I really don't expect much of anything. because I'm absolutely not going to build a profile to try to impress or attract people. It's just going to be brutally fucking honest. And it's like, if I get attention on it, then that's great. But it's going to spell out that, like, I like D&D and fucking
cats.
Listen to Bootsy Collins and yeah. Like, you're gonna, but you know, the response I get from that, the woman that appreciates that profile, that's a keeper.
Sure.
Or they're, you know, a bot, which is what I got on Tinder the last time I did try that, and that was pretty frustrating. In Florida, the area I was in down there was a bunch of, like, I noticed it once, and it was like a known model. Like, I'd already seen online. It's like, okay, that's not a real thing. That's a bot. And their profile, like the text in the profile, I saw somewhere else. And it was like, okay, this is all bots. This is just mostly bots.
Bots need love too.
Apparently, oh, you told me about the TwitchCon thing with, you told me it was some streamer that jumped off and broke her back. You didn't tell me it was fucking Adriana Chaychik or whatever her name is, the fucking porn star. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm 99.99% positive.
She just posted a thing on her Instagram today about how she's fucking immobile and she's going to go through all this shit. Like, you can't it must happen.
Are you
that's her.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's
she's
like gonna fuck up the whole porn industry for like.
I know. She's in fucking everything.
She is in everything. What a champ.
What an absolute champ.
I didn't know that was actually her. I thought it was somebody with a name just like her.
No. Now she's been doing Twitch stream shit.
She could sue them into the dirt.
I know.
Her and Sasha Grey are friends.
And I heard what you were telling me about the...
I did not put that together. I'm an idiot.
You were telling me about the padding shit on the floor, and like, I'm still thinking like, well, you know, maybe it was still
that
a decent amount,
ready
like
to blow.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, it was a soft fall for real.
She, I looked at the video and like, it was a lot thinner of a fucking cushion than you had described.
I could jump on a concrete floor with no padding 10 times and I wouldn't break my back in 2 places.
She like landed on her tailbone. Like she did like a dive and like...
Yeah, it was just the right hit, I guess. But I don't know.
It looks from the top, it looks like, you know, a pit of foam balls like it usually is. But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't say like, hey, when you fall from here, there's absolutely no cushioning.
They are so... I mean, that was like such an oversight. Whoever did that was like actually an idiot.
Yeah.
Or just lazy as fuck.
Either one.
I did not realize that was her. Big fan.
Good fan. Stuff.
You doing anything? Is it your
I love your work. Yeah, it's my turn. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here.
Talk about porn stars.
Oh, you know. It's we started the podcast. It's always interesting as long as the people that are talking about something they're passionate in. And,
you know, our 2 the 2 Girls 1 Cup episode did not get the plays it deserved. And more and more, I think it's because God damn. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to title it 2 Cats 1 Cup. I think it's because it just kept making me laugh every time I saw it.
That's the only title it could have had. It was the best title. You went with the best title.
It's also the title that's like the creepiest and least likely to get played. Which is also so funny, but god damn
it's that deep cut. If you listen to that one, you're a real one.
Oh my god, all 20 people. That one is just... That one has just been an anomaly to the rest of them. Oh, man.
I listened to my phone that got disconnected from my Bluetooth for a little bit on my drive down to Cincinnati, and I have the CD you made me with all of the featured music on it. It's just in my car all the time. So I went to go to that, and the track that it was on was the love theme featured in Two Girls One Cup. I was like, oh, God damn it, I can't listen to this.
It instantly brings back so many fond memories. You just couldn't deal with those boners while driving. Yeah.
My childhood. What the fuck am I going to do here?
I don't know. You have me dead to rights right now. You should have.
Well, yeah, but I want to, like,
draw it out.
You know. Yeah, I want to fuck you up a little bit.
We don't have enough content for a full episode.
Oh, here, I can just do like that right there.
Yeah, sure can.
I sure can. Yeah, I haven't done shit with my queen yet. She's all.
You don't need to worry about that.
But I can. I can worry about that. It's usually the one if you can get away with it, it's a good one to get check with, because it becomes, it turns into like just a chase. If you can set a trap, that's much better, of course, but the queen's much more versatile in a chase. The Art of War,
if you will,
by Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu
clearly shows that if you treat your horses good, you win.
The finest of oats.
And to be fair, you've treated your horses better than I have mine, because both of yours are alive. I can't wait for it. You know what? I bet this is going to be the one time we get somebody that actually like really reaches out to us and like gives us direct feedback on an episode, and it's going to be real angry about they're not horses, they're knights. That's, I feel like, an easy way to piss off a person who likes chess.
Some internet clown.
So I think I did that to my nephew, and he was quick to correct me.
Have you read The Art of War?
Parts of it.
Same, yeah. I do want to.
Like, I thought it was going to be a lot cooler than it was.
Yeah, I do want to actually read the Book of Five Rings, whatever it's called.
I don't think I know that.
That's like the real one. That's it was written by one of the last samurais, I believe. It was the guy that wrote it was that in his old age put down his sword, and it's much more about actual mental warfare and the art of self-discipline, like doing things thousands of times till you get it just right type of thing. Self-mastery. But supposedly
I'm into that.
It's one of the better ones of exploring that type of thing.
Exploring self-mastery is what I called it when I was 15 with a bottle of Jergens.
Okay, I don't understand the lotion. I just,
but it paints the picture.
Yeah, my cat is an asshole. She's arrived.
Oh, hi, Grisha.
She's just so fucking rude. Like, just so mean. I don't even like her. I like her about the same amount I like horses right now. All right, we're going for chaos. I honestly wish we had time for another game, because it was over as soon as I made that mistake.
You have to get pretty crafty to get past. Yeah, you fucked up 2 good fuck ups.
2 really, really dumb ones. I feel so much better with the pieces in front of me. The weight of the pieces is like such a palpable thing.
True. Very true. It makes it, I think, even just looking at the board, it feels more realistic, more situated. Also, you're typically not recording a podcast while
Sure.
Trying to focus on a game.
I'm glad we did this though, because I've been wanting the excuse to play. Thank you. I've been wanting the excuse to play. John's on here a lot, and it would be nice to like actually get into chess mode more.
See, that was a fuck up on my part.
It was a minor one, but yeah. That's a queen, right?
Yeah.
Queen bee. Bees are kind of annoying too. I'm not really impressed by bees.
It's not, you see, the thing is, I like, bees are fine. Hornets, wasps suck. And there are the wasps that looks like bees. They have like a similar body shape. They're not as dangly. It's easy to mistake them and treat them kindly, but then they will attack you. Bees won't fuck with you.
Yeah.
An actual bee, kind of hard to come by, I feel like. I haven't seen a legit bee in a long time.
I see them fairly often. Not super often. Not like childhood bees, but they're still buzzing.
About every place we go with the food truck, we end up getting a fuckload of wasps during the summer. We get, the yellow and black striped ones. They look like bees, but they are just swarming. And at one point I had about 8 different ones in the truck with me. And you just kind of, they're just cool chilling. Because you give them a little thing of honey to sit on and they'll sit there and go for that. But then the problem is when you have to leave, you have a truck full of bees.
Honey. Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to take that and put it outside in the window, and they're fucking stupid. And there's other food supply in the truck, so they go for that, which is, not helpful. I'm cleaning it up. You try to get around them and whatever. You're swatting a little bit at them, but then it's time to go home and to drive. It's just not safe. I've done it before where, there's a couple of them in there and you're like, whatever. How bad can it be? If I open the windows, they'll get out, and they won't. They kind of just fuck around and, whiz by your head and shit. And that's not fun.
You got to put the windows down. Hope they zip out.
Instead, you got to go on a murderous rampage.
Kill the killer bees.
I've gotten real good at taking a towel and whipping them out of the air.
All right, what are you doing?
What am I doing with this game?
Yeah, we got to wrap this up.
Oh, you're right. We got to wrap it up. I'm sorry. It was chaos mode all the way for both of us.
Talking about good bees and honey, ice cream. All right.
Oh, I could have taken your night.
Nope.
Nope. Just take all your valuable players.
Not good, guys.
Yeah, it's really not good for you right now. Let's get smart about this.
We're at the point in the game where I only have a handful of pieces, and Ricky's doing that very annoying thing where you chase me around with the queen as my king tries one. Real quick, I gotta fucking throw my cat in a boiling pot of water. Be right back. You're terrible! God, chill. Why are you so bad? Oh, God. Oh, worst cat ever. All right. Oh, you're trying to corner me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for that one bit.
Gotta force your hand somewhere else.
I got 1 foot in the trap. I'm thrashing, trying to break free.
You take me for a fool.
Maybe. Says the one losing. I'm kind of at the point, fuck it. If I got the right opening, I could try to make a comeback, but it's at this point, I might as well try to press a bit. Dude, I love trains, man. They're just, it makes me feel so calm. I really wish I could live just the right distance away from a train yard. They're just city whales.
Think old fucking city whales. And that's, you know what, ever since you said that, that's exactly how I imagine it every time.
It makes it so much more pleasant.
It does.
Yeah. I used to spend time in Hartwell, and the house I stayed at was close to these train tracks, and it was like some nice like surreal romantic memories. And like late night hearing the trains was always like super peaceful. I feel like wherever I would go in the world, if I could hear trains, it like chills me back out, you know.
You're in check, by the way.
Yeah. I think that might be mate. Right? Can I bucket for a little bit longer?
I mean, technically you go up and down and up and down. And you could
it's gonna get there, but we'll see what happens.
Can do that.
You're just dismantling my villagers one by one. This is a massacre. There's blood all over the board.
Check.
I'm dipping and ducking and diving, weaving and bobbing and jiving. I think that was the only move I could do without you taking that. I'm glad this isn't ranked. You would have messed my elo up a bit. Checkers.
It's getting close.
I think that's it. Can't go here, here, here. Right?
Well, you can move one of your pawns.
Wait, what? Does it not? Is it?
Because it's not. I'm not a direct threat to your king right now.
Oh, but that's checkmate. I mean, right?
And then I do that. Now it's checkmate.
Yeah. It says draw by stalemate.
That's because there's. I don't know about.
No, why does it say that? That's not right.
Yeah, that's not.
There has to be some technicality, right? Why would that?
Because you.
I know you won, but like I feel like there's some specific rules, like kings can't take. I don't think that's it, but the kings can't take what, or like what? How could that be a stalemate?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking at that
because you would have had to put yourself in the check. In the checkmate.
Why wouldn't they just say? I mean, that's your win either way. But I don't know why it would.
Well, try to move your your knight real quick. See if I'll let you do it.
No, the game's over.
Yep.
But on the
game over. I'm smarter and a better warrior than you.
Dude, you won it. I demand satisfaction. I shall get my rematch.
You can. I will. You will now have to cut off your pinky so that you may never serve another shogun.
Ooh, dude. Do you want to start putting money on these?
No, God.
Like
no.
like $5-10 to keep it spicy.
Mm-hmm.
We never bought each other pizza either.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that. Yeah. Well, who won that game of Russian roulette?
It's undetermined. Dude, good game.
Until one of us falls, we both win. That's our what do they call that when people have like a stash of money, they all put it in, the last one surviving gets it.
Oh, dude, I have one of those on it's not a friend, but a person I know. We have a running bet on when he dies. Me and like 5 people from high school.
Damn.
We're waiting for Beans to drop dead. I think I feel like we all agreed to like $100, and I think I did 32 over and under. I think I said he'd be dead by 32.
Damn, homie.
So I'm waiting to collect. So he's got 2 years to die, or I don't get my money. Dude, I remember a dude died and he owed me $10 of weed. And I can never think of him without thinking of that money he owed me.
He fucking owed me, but God damn it, that fucker owed me money.
And it wasn't because he ripped me off on a dime bag, but it's because I feel like...
It's on a dime bag of all things.
Oh, yeah. But he said he'd get me back and he didn't. It was trust.
Yeah,
a Lannister always pays his debts.
Yeah.
But it truly does...
That day when he died, he lost my trust.
He lost my trust that day. I always will pay my debts, right? I've never people would give me massive lines of credit because I always could get people their money. But I can't imagine, oh man, it would have to suck to die, and then everyone's just thinking about how you're an asshole for not paying your debts.
And he never once paid for drugs. Did you ever watch that fucking Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story?
Yeah, I couldn't sit through it. That was a hard one for me. Yeah, funny moments.
I watched it with
the sink scene. Out of control.
I watched that movie. I think for the first time. Oh, I watched it with David at a movie theater, and then afterward. Oh no! I take that back. I watched it with my mom for the first time in theaters.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that was a really good experience. The end when they're all confronting him and they're like, "You're losing yourself to," and they're giving like valid shit, and the one guy's like, "And he never once paid for drugs." And he gives more examples of shit like how he's fucking up, and they're like, "Yeah, and he never paid for drugs."
Dude, I think we talked about it a little bit. The new Dahmer show.
Yeah, my mom said she watched the first episode and it freaked her the fuck out. So
the first episode honestly is much better than the rest of it so far. It's all done really well, but that first episode is pretty special. But I'm just waiting for the right night to rewatch Melancholia, and it's one of it was in my top 10. I'd say it still is, but I don't remember it as well as I'd like to, but it's Kirsten Dunst. Whatever her fucking name is.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, at the time, it was kind of a big deal because she is nude in like 2 scenes briefly. Mm-hmm. And I think that was like the only time she ever did that. It's like a 3.5 hour movie that's done in movements to, I believe, to the Symphony of the Planets. And it's very strange. And it was one of my favorite movies for a long time, but I was so fucked up. I'm curious to watch it with a clear mind, what I'll think, but it's so emotional. Like I haven't watched anything good that's been very emotional in a while. So I'm trying to get that in soon.
I've never actually watched that movie at all.
It's worth watching, even if I'm misremembering it more than I thought. It is. They do some special stuff. It's one of those ones. It's very art filmy, where there's probably portions of the movie you're not meant to understand, or that you're meant to struggle to put together. But it's more of an emotional ride, regardless of what conclusions you're able to draw. I really like stuff like that. The other one, I forget what it was called, Colors or Black Rainbow, maybe. Did you watch that? I remember when it came out. I have a digital copy of it, but it's like an abstract movie set to synthwave music, basically, and like massive portions. It's kind of like Enter the Void, but like quiet and synthy. But it's really, it's not, I wouldn't say it's like an amazing movie, but it's thought-provoking. And I like those emotional rides because I'm struggling to get, like, I feel like I'm taking in so much information all day, or like different things, but I'm not feeling much. Like working on art's like the most emotional experience I get most of the time. So like a good weird ride of a movie can kind of like get to me more than reality can most of the time.
Yeah, that's I'll definitely put this in my list. I just saw it's related. It's part of a trilogy with 2 other movies that I've been looking at watching. Antichrist and Nymphomaniac. Both have Willem Dafoe in it, and that's usually just a sign of a good movie, as far as I'm concerned.
I've watched Antichrist, but it's been so long. I remember it being, the Fox, yeah. Hey,
have you seen the new Lighthouse movie? I guess it's not new anymore, but The Lighthouse.
No, I've heard it's very good.
It's very, very good, very fucking weird.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked that one a lot, and I liked Hereditary. I told you I was going to watch that one. That was a good one.
Yeah. I bought... I haven't seen Hereditary in a long time. I bought Everything Everywhere All at Once for my mom, but I haven't watched it yet. Have you?
No, I have not yet.
Okay. I keep hearing it's really pretty special, but I haven't watched it yet.
Did you buy it on DVD?
Yeah, I pre-ordered a Blu-ray, which I would never do for myself, but I needed a birthday present for it.
Yeah. The that one I've heard is incredible. I still don't know anything about it other than I know that there are some effects done to it. Every time that I start to see an ad for it, I turn it off because I was told that going into it without knowing what you're looking at is the best way to go into it.
Yeah, I know a little more than I would like to know, and I was going to tell you a very minor thing, but I feel like I wish I didn't know that already. So.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Yeah, no.
I'm usually not that way with spoilers. If it's a good movie or specifically something like that where it
changes your experience.
Yeah. And like the Hereditary was cool like that because I had no idea what to expect. I was again told not to look it up, and there was one particular scene where I remembered. Like, my God, I saw a trailer for this, or I saw a clip from this, and it was like, oh, fuck. Like, that really kind of changed shit for me. Like, when shit starts hitting the fan, it's subverts expectations, and that's the best thing that horror can do.
Yeah. And it's kind of rare when horror can do that so well, too.
It's not just a reskinning of a movie I've seen 1,000 times.
Right. Yeah. A lot of that. Well, what do we can cut this if it gets boring. What are we doing next week? Because we have to figure that out anyway. We'll just cut this.
Let's see. Let's look in our list, I guess. I know we have a
Color Theory, FBI, Butterbear Boys, Forensic Art, Damien Hirst would actually be easy because there's a lot of wiki info and interviews, but I don't know. You want to talk more about this later? I guess we'll call it and we'll figure something out. I know we got options.
Yeah, we'll fucking figure it out.
I like chess a lot. We should do that like semi-regularly for freestyles or something.
Yeah, that was fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess that's I don't know how to transition into this other than just saying.
Thanks for listening, suckers. Don't don't pet horses, and if you get a cat, get a cool one because
because that one's not. I love that I was over your house and you both looked at your cat and you were like, "Oh, I gotta figure out what we're gonna do with her." And I was like, "Oh, is she okay? Is there something wrong?" And you're like, "No." Is she having troubles? And you're like, "No, she is the troubles."
She is the one who knocks.
Yeah, I gotta go spend time with my cat too. She's been sitting very patiently behind my chair this whole time.
She's waiting for you.
Yep. She was a little pissed off at me when I first got back here, and then she started getting sweet again until this morning when I put on my shoes to go to work and. She kind of gave me the stink eye and hid from me.
It is time to get that dating profile up.
Yep.
Bye, buddy.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
All right. Thanks again for listening, everybody. Thank you to Approaching Human for the use of his music. You can find his work on SoundCloud at Approaching-Human.
Thanks, John. That piano you wrote with Sleepy Randy. Shouts out to Sleepy Randy. That shit's dope as fuck, for real.
I don't know who Sleepy Randy is, but he sounds dope as hell.
I think we actually featured him once. I hope I'm not mistaken. I think we played one of his songs. He was in the he's in the trash wave realm.
Okay, yeah.
He writes some excellent piano, and him and John have been collabing. That's some top tier.
Make sure to check out the show page at Trashcast on Instagram for news and art from the show. Check out Facebook for the memes.
If you're super bored, you can check out my trashy art on Instagram at Skyzix, SKYZICX. I'm trying to finish something up now that is some absolutely bizarre colors that I'm pretty happy with. So hopefully get something new up. And
I like it.
Thank you. And I think that's it. We'll do something weird or cool next week. So see you guys then.
It's going to be all for us today. Stay classy, eat trashy.
Go fast, eat trash. Super chill.